as your host, Rodrick Swift, and boy, do I have the Swift sauce for you. Musicians Matters Podcast, live right here, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday on all digital platforms on Positive Power 21 Christian Media LLC. Let's go!
This podcast is going to be awesome tonight. Before we go to the podcast, I would like to welcome you to Musicians Matters Podcast, Live Takeover Matters Podcast on demand. If you missed any of our podcasts, you can go to Positive Power 21 Christian Media LLC on the Weekend channel, on the Spotify channel, or Google Play, or Spreaker, etc., or my website, drummersunitedinternational.com, and tap in on Musicians Matters Podcast. This young man that I have as my guest is going to be an awesome guest. It's going to be something you can really rely to or listen to. But on November the 30th, it's going to be my session. We're going to have the Musicians Matters Gala. It's going to be at the Gas Station's Recording Studio. That's 3370 Losey Road. It's going to be happening at 7 p.m. I want you to be there. You can purchase your tickets off of Drummers United in Music International. You can purchase it on my website. Thank you. Let's welcome Jeremy Young. What's going on, Jeremy?
Hey, what's up, Rodrick and family? I want to say on your podcast. Very cool podcast. I love the intro and everything. Very good, buddy. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, Jeremy. I'm hanging in there. Just tell us a little bit about yourself before we go into the podcast.
All right. Well, my name is Jeremy, a.k.a. Jeramiah, otherwise known as the Bullfrog as well. I'm from New Jersey originally. Lived there about 20-something years of my life and ended up in Santa Cruz, California for a little while. Went to school out there for acting and did a radio internship over there through UCSC, and then ended up in, Vegas for a little while. I was doing some comedy, and throughout those years, I started that in about 97-ish, and still continuing today, did acting as well. But I went from Vegas to Sacramento, California, to Georgia, and here all in 20 years' time. So I left New Jersey in 2004. So that's about me in a nutshell. I love to cook, and I do comedy, acting. You might have seen me on the show Mystery Diners. That was on the Travel Channel. Hell's Kitchen Auditions, Fox 5 News, opposite Gordon Ramsay. I tried out for MasterChef. Michael Simon from the show The Chew had checked out my food. I did a shrimp bruschetta. He loved it. He said he would love to see something like that at my Super Bowl party. Unfortunately, never could do that. But now I love sports, and I'm a huge Yankee fan. I'm a Capricorn.
Yankees fan. What up?
Yeah,
fan.
Little dangerous.
Goodness.
I thank my mom for that.
Awesome. I'm a Chicago Cubs fan right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they're not looking too bad yet. I used to watch a lot of Cubs games because, I had WGN on cable back then. So they always showed Cubs games. We'll go Ryan Sandberg.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Mark Grace, too. Mark Grace was a good player. I liked watching him as well.
Yes, he is. He's a great player. Let's talk about a little bit about that stand-up comedy. Well, let's go into some of the comedy and let the world hear about what you do about comedy. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes.
I want to give you a little bit of an intro before I do my 3 minutes for you. Give you a little bit of background about how I started anyway in comedy. I actually did comedy on a bet. It was on a dare with my roommates because we saw this thing through a new talent audition thing out of Philadelphia. And I was like, oh, what the hell? Why not? And I got 20 to 30 of my friends all the way from Trenton, New Jersey to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to do a show. And let me tell you, I bombed really bad. But we had a good time. And just being and having that passion and feeling good and making people at least laugh, at least 2 people in the audience laugh, hey, it was definitely a blessing. And it was great fun. But I ended up in New York at the comic strip, in Gotham Comedy Club. I'm one of the original comedians from Gotham Comedy Club in New York City. Jessica Kirsten from Comedy Central discovered me back in, honestly, 2000. And I hosted my own shows. I did TRL for MTV. I did a few of those shows. Did Last Comic Standing auditions. Got on NBC News for that. Just a little background. Then out here in Vegas, Bonkers when it was on the Strip or in the Mirage, I believe. And Sapphire's Comedy Night as well as Tickle Me Entertainment. I worked with them out here. But that's my comedy in a nutshell background. Yeah, that's a short story of it.
Wow, so you've been around then.
I've been around, my friend. I've done comedy from New Jersey to California, up and down.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start back in '97.
Awesome.
And hopefully I'm not garbage tonight. It's been a while.
Let me get what you got, bro. You got 3 minutes.
I appreciate the 3, but I do have issues, folks. I have more issues than, let's say, Time Magazine, People, and Playboy all mixed. Let me tell you, I am from Jersey, like I had stated before. I'd let you smell me, but we're doing a podcast, so that's kind of impossible at the moment. But it's called The Garden State. And let me tell you, there's gardens, but not a lot of them, okay? There's gardens of trash. It smells like meth, you know what I mean? There's some parts that just smells like exhaust, going into New York City. And you know what? Jersey's so small. If you start driving and you blink, oh, man, I'm in Delaware. What am I doing here? It's small. It's compact. We're like the little brother that gets kicked around, between New York and PA and Philly there. But right. I'm Italian. I always wanted to be in the mob. But I have some really nice long sideburns, and I look like an Amish man. So good thing I live next to Pennsylvania. I got to join the Amish Mafia. Because the Italian mob wasn't taking me. Now it'll look like that, let me tell you. And if you want to put a hit on somebody, hell no, we don't have caddies. We have horse and buggies. Oh, my God. I told you I have issues. Oh, my girlfriend's pregnant. Let me tell you about that. And my wife's pretty mad about it. And as we found out, we went to the dollar store. You can buy a home pregnancy test at a dollar store. You know what kind of answer you're going to get? Maybe.
What's that?
That's what it is. Just nothing works there. Not even the employees work there. You know what I mean? It's hard to find work nowadays. But, you want some more?
Yes.
Oh, good, because I got a whole lot of more. More issues, my friends. But anyway, yeah, me and my wife, we had a, one of those pre-engagement party type of deals, and I was excited. She was half Filipino. I met her on Craigslist. It only cost me $2,000, but that's another story. But anyway, yeah, I went there. I totally went there. And yeah, at this party, it was cool. She's Filipino, so I got a rice cooker and a karaoke machine. That's always a good time. I I love the karaoke machine because I love singing. I never said I'm good at it now. All right. I love to sing. I love singing to creditors who call me and wake me up in the morning. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can hear it in your voice. And this call was your choice. You decided to bother me while I was getting my Z's. I know this call is not going to last because I want to kick your ass. This song is so true, and I know what's happened to you. Thank you very much. That's a little rendition.
That was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, I appreciate it. And actually, I can play that on the keyboard. I can play that song on the keyboard. That's a fun one. It's a good song. Billy Ocean, Suddenly. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate it.
So, as far as that you've been doing that for how long?
I started in '97 when we were actually sending videotapes across country. Well, as time changed, now it's just a simple email. It's insane.
Yeah, it's very simple now. You just text, basically.
Yeah, you just, you can throw somebody roses, through it. That's crazy. But,
yeah, that's true. Now, let's talk about your music scene. How long have you been dealing with doing music?
Well, we had an organ in my family. My parents always wanted me to take organ lessons as a kid. So I was about 8 or 9. I started out with like Christmas music and stuff like that. I did choir in high school, throughout high school and grade school. I was in choir. I never really wanted to, be a musician per se. I just like playing for friends and playing for myself. It was just more therapeutic, I guess, for me. And it's just more cliche. Everybody wants to be a musician. Everybody wants to be that, rock star persona person. No, I was always background, and I liked just singing, and that was fun. But I did try out for a couple bands in Jersey. I learned how to play the acoustic guitar. My dad used to play a little bit. My stepdad plays really good. Oh, he could play 12-string. He could play any string instrument you give him. You should see his record collection. It's amazing. Him and my mother, they used to own a music store called Mound Tunes in Montana. There was one in Jackson Hole, Wyoming as well. That's another story for the future. But I was always influenced around music. My dad taught me some blues chords, and friends taught me power chords, so I learned how to play guitar acoustically. I bought a Takamine out in Jersey, and when I moved to Santa Cruz, I bought the same Takamine because I just loved how the acoustic guitar sounded. And when I was living with my mom in Montana when I was 19, she had another organ, so I just play whatever sheet music she had and stuff like that. I play better by ear. But make a long story short, I moved to Vegas, and I ended up in a band called IDSFA. Means I don't stand for anything. It's, I think, one of the greatest band names ever. I really love that name. I don't stand. That's so clever. I don't stand for anything. It's so simple. But we won a few awards. Yeah, they're older players.
What?
Yeah, it was shock rock. We were like a band like Slipknot meets Squar. We had costumes, and we had Bodies in the Basement was one of our songs. So I did the prop stuff, and I played the side drum, and it was pretty cool. But Lowen Harper from the band there, he taught me how to play.
Yeah, that's one of my friends, you said.
Yeah. He was with El DeBarge, I believe.
Yes.
He told me, and he's really good. Monster, double bass. He gets that sound real raw. Yeah, he's really good. And I was honored, man. Learn from him. Yeah, we traveled a little bit around the coast and stuff like that. We went to Jersey. We did some Scare Fest that was out there. It was interesting. It was a zombie fest off of what was that zombie show that they had on television that was real popular?
Zombie show. I really didn't get into it, but
yeah, it was real popular. I mean, everybody watched it. almost everybody.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, but some of their characters were there as well. The guest appearances.
So check this out. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be?
If I can go anywhere, that's a really good question. Can I give you 3 answers?
Yes.
Okay. My top 3. All right. So we'll start with number 3, Japan. I always want to try sushi in Japan. Australia would be number 2 because when I was living in Santa Cruz, I learned how to surf. And that's one of the most exhilarating experiences I've ever had in my life, surfing. It was so much fun. And I would love to surf out in Australia. And number 1 would be Naples, Italy, because I got to find my relatives. I'm sure I got family out there. So those are 3 places I would definitely go to.
You're right. Mine will be just Paris and Italy because I like the way Paris looks, and I like the way Italy look, and I like the Italian food. We'll get back to the food in a few minutes. The reason why I'm saying that because Italian cuisine is what I specialize in.
Oh, wow. I do too, actually. I make pasta from scratch, and I don't use a machine. I'm old school. I cut it with a knife and use a rolling pin. Yeah, I won't use a machine.
You basically, you get, do you start your making your pasta with the flour just in the eggs like they taught us in culinary school?
Exactly. Yeah, you make a little volcano, I guess that's what they call it, and you drop the egg in the middle. Yep. And I use semolina flour sometimes, unless I just have flour at home, I'll use that, and eggs work just fine.
Awesome. Yeah, that's basically what I used to. That's weird. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite Italian dish?
Basically, I like meatballs, spaghetti meatballs. Basically, spaghetti meatballs.
Yeah.
I can make my own meatballs out of from scratch. I started with I don't do pork, so I had to use either turkey and ground beef. And what I would blend it with, I would blend it with the crackers, the eggs. Then I do the vegetables, and then I do it with my seasonings, and then mix it all together. Let it sit, and then cook it on the pan. And then if I saute it on the pan, then I will cook it in the oven. Let it cook in the oven. Just the meatballs. Right there, I would have let my marinara sit for. I mean, it would have to cook and sit for like 3 hours. Because I don't like sauces to be rushed.
Right.
I've been a saucier for quite some time. I like my sauces to be, with love, handled with love, So my sauces, it takes like 2 to 3 hours, sometimes 6 to 7 hours.
Ooh, that'll fall apart in your mouth at that point.
Yeah.
Yum.
I got a
right on.
I got a barbecue sauce that's out of this world. I'm at the let's just taste it out.
I love barbecue. Yes. When I lived in Georgia, we had a lot of barbecue down there.
Yes. Yes, it's really known out here. It was in 5 stores out here. It was in Jimmy's, Mario's Market off of Lake Mead and Martin Luther King. And it was in Thor's.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
It was out. It was in. It was on one of the liquor stores over here off of H and Owens. So it's very known out here, and it's very known in various cities. Very basically because I've mailed it out quite a few times. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put it in like the big stores. So, when I relaunch it this time, I'm gonna have it in like what they call it, Costco's or some store like that, because it's all no ingredients. Basically, it has no. It's all natural. Let's put it like that.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't live too far from over there. Only a few miles. Yeah, I love barbecue sauce. I usually use Sweet Baby Ray's. That's one of my favorite. And if I get like Kraft, I usually will doctor that up anyway.
Oh man! But, so I'm gonna have to bring you something because.
I'd love to try it.
Check it out. Once you taste my sauce, you're gonna be like, I don't want Sweet Baby Ray's no more.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that, man. Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
But, as far as meatballs, go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
As far as meatballs, I've never had a better meatball except in Hell's Kitchen. Those are good. If you have the money, go to Hell's Kitchen, save up, and try the meatballs. They are amazing, and I can actually almost duplicate them. I have my own secret how I do that.
I was about to ask you about that. You said you was on Hell's Kitchen, so how's that opportunity when you're there? How does Gordon Ramsay? I like Gordon Ramsay. I like the way he is. I actually had a chance to just sit there and chat with him on the escalator. And
oh wow!
One of the other, it was very a great experience. I was just going to work actually when I was cooking, and I talked to him, and it was just an experience. He just told me to just keep up what I'm doing. Don't let these people stare you down. Basically, how is it? They say Gordon Ramsay is very mean, isn't he?
I actually never met him in person. I didn't get on the show. Fox 5 actually interviewed me because I was the first one online for the auditions, and I told my experiences and all that, and they were like, yeah, we want you. And so they had Chef Ramsay opposite of my thing. I keep saying the phone. Sorry about that. So I auditioned for it, and I was like, I'm going to win this competition. And he's like, you better bring your A game. And, they played it all day long on Fox 5 News. This was back in 2013, I want to say. But I know people who have met him, and they seem like he's a really nice guy. But he has to be stern like that on the show. Yeah, but like he's a genuine from what I've heard from people who have.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing the same thing. He's really good people.
Yeah. Michael Simon is a great guy. Oh my God, he's really cool. I actually got to work with Wolfgang Puck where it was the Intersect Festival out here, and he wouldn't even say anything to you. He's kind of a tight ass. I want to say like that, but very, very experienced. You can tell he's just really dedicated, and I appreciate that. I really do when people are really dedicated to their craft.
Wow, that's awesome. So, what motivates you to work hard when you're working, basically?
Oh, well, money, obviously. Money is the biggest motivator. But just the love and the passion for what you do. I love food. And I actually work at a bagel place, New York Bagel, out here in Vegas. And, I put love into all my food I ever make. I made an avocado toast today. And I brought it to the table, and they were like, that is lovely. They were taking pictures. They were like, you can tell you put a lot of love in it. Like, they knew. Like, it just looked beautiful, they said. It was like a work of art. And that's what food is, It just feels good to be able to, create something that other people appreciate.
Cheers to New York Bagels. They have one... best in Vegas, how many times?
3 times now. We got 3rd place 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So that's not bad at all. Yeah. I don't know what they did. I've been with the company. Yeah, I've been with them for about 2 years now. So we won it 2 years in a row. 3rd place.
Check this out. When you driving, I'm like driving down Rancho, coming down Rancho, I can smell it from Alta.
I can too, because when I drive, I usually have my windows down. It's been so nice out lately. Oh, but yeah, you can smell it as soon as you walk. As soon as you're in the parking lot, it's this real strong aroma.
Yeah, you can smell the onions and all whatever he makes, whatever you guys make your bagels with. You can smell the aroma from Alta and Rancho. That's a little way.
Yeah, I'm going to try that because I don't have to be at work till 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna roll down my windows all the way. I'm going to take a good strong whiff. Actually, I'm off tomorrow. I just want to do it just to see because, I know you can. I'm sure you can. You might even be able to smell it even farther down.
Yes.
It smells like you're in New York when you're in that area.
Yes, you're right about that. What is the best advice you would give a chef or a musician?
Who's just starting out?
Just starting out. Let's put it like this: just starting out in the beginning, the middle, and the end. What would you be the best advice would you give a chef or a musician?
Stay true to yourself. Practice, practice, practice. In the words of Kurt Cobain. An interview actually asked him the same question. I love it. Practice, practice, practice is, it's dedication, just like any craft, You have to stay true to it. Practice every day, get the right stuff, have the right attitude, stay positive, learn from your mistakes. That's always a good one. Clean as you go, so always remember safety first. Anything else, pretty much, you never learn enough. You can always keep going. Because I've been doing this. Oh my God! I was just thinking about it actually earlier today. I will have been working almost 40 years in restaurant and entertainment business. Well, 25 plus years in entertainment, but almost 40 years now in the restaurant business. I started at a deli when I was 12. But I had a lemonade stand, and I would do little caterings too. Wow! I did hospitality. Yeah.
I've been in hospitality for quite some time, since 2000. And only thing that messed me up right now is not saying messed me up because I still can do it. Is the back surgeries, because I had like 2 back surgeries since 19. Well, like basically 2020. So
wow, you can still stand on your feet very well.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest problems. Is standing on my feet.
Right. You have to wear really comfortable shoes, and when you're in the kitchen, you have to wear, Yeah, You have to wear those non-skids, you know. I wear my Skechers, my slip-on Skechers. I'll slide anywhere. And they're really comfortable. They have the air, you know, pockets in those. So, yeah, it almost feels like you're walking on air. Because I have back issues and leg issues, you know. I put my body through hell over the years.
Yeah, that's
mosh
true.
pits and falling out of trees, car accidents, played sports. Yeah. I'm an active person. I love a bunch of stuff.
Awesome. So basically,
busy.
as a comedian or a musician, what's your strengths?
I like my creativity, I want to say. I like to be different than anybody else. I don't want to do what anybody else is doing out there. I've never had to steal a joke being a comedian. I've had jokes stolen from me. Yeah, that'll be my strength. I have a fire inside me that keeps me going and doing it. You know, desire, I guess.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. And the next question would be, do you have any weaknesses?
Yeah, I tend to get lazy sometimes. That's just because I've been doing stuff for so long that, you know, I just turned 50, believe it or not. And I still party like a rock star, but yeah.
You just turned 50?
I just turned 50. I did. Yep, December 29th.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Your brother will be I'll be 52 Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, all right. Hey, very cool. That's a great day to celebrate. I'll have to get you a bottle of tequila.
Yeah. Stop being bad. But what does the word friendship mean to you, bro?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
What does the word friendship mean to you?
The word friendship. It'll be a person or an animal, you know, somebody that you can always depend on, somebody who will always be there for you, you know, somebody who doesn't judge you, somebody that believes in you and would help you and not criticize you, or criticize in a good way, but, you know, stay positive about it. It doesn't expect anything in return. A person, you know, I have trust issues with people. You know, I don't trust people a lot sometimes. I mean, that would be probably my other weakness. So that ruins some, you know, opportunities for me that I could have had. But yeah, in a friendship, you know, you put 100% or 110%, I expect you to put 110%. Or at least try, you know, at least try to be friends. Then don't go out of your way to be a friend, you know.
That's true. That makes a lot of sense.
You know, yeah. People who just try too hard, they seem to be fake anyway.
Yeah. Since you're hitting that age, basically, what are your main goals and your purpose in your careers in life after you hitting this age now?
My goal now that my daughter is actually graduating from high school this year, I put a lot of time and effort into her school and everything. I took time off of doing comedy for that. So my goal is to get her going with her thing. She's an artist as well. She loves to cook and everything. I want a father and daughter type empire. You know, where we both she can sell her art, I can do my art, my comedy, do acting and stuff. I'm lucky I have a few passions because I love food. And eventually would open up my own restaurant, nightclub type thing. But that's the ultimate goal. Yeah.
That would
have comedy showcases. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that would be
that means
that's passion.
Check it out, big bro. That means my sauce could be in there, right?
Oh, of course. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, I have to try the sauce, though. I'm sure I'll like it. I'm sure I will. There's a lot of foods I don't like.
I'm gonna have to bring you by there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's true. When you cooking, what relaxes you when you're just cooking? You know, what dish that you like to cook that you can cook any day, anytime, whenever?
Wow, there's a lot of them. Fettuccine Alfredo. It's such an easy whipping, whip together. I'd have it done within 20 minutes.
Wow.
It's just something that easy, the sauce and everything. You have all your mirepoix and all your stuff together. And, it's only a few ingredients, some chopped garlic in there, a little parsley, garnish. But yeah, Alfredo's so easy to whip up. When I was a kid, I had high school friends who asked me to come over and make it for them all the time. I would even cater to some people after high school. That was my dish. Everybody loved. Fettuccine Alfredo with sausage and mushrooms. Bella. So good.
Awesome. So check this out, Chef. People out there in the listening world, they don't know what mirepoix means, but I know what mirepoix means. Let them know what mirepoix is.
Mirepoix means your stuff. Like, say you're making a soup, you have your carrots, you have your celery, you have your onions. It's all diced up a certain way. You have everything. It's all put in place. Everything is just put in place.
Right, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Because if you don't have your certain things when you're cooking, or like say for instance, I'm making my sauce or whatever, it's like it's like 15 to 20 ingredients that I have to have there. If I'm missing one, it can mess up the whole pot. Does it make it understandable?
Yeah, the whole timing mechanism will be off, in your dish. You could even burn your food if you're not paying attention. You're looking for that other ingredient. That could totally throw you off. Definitely been there, And sometimes I still do that. I like to give myself a challenge sometimes. All right, this is too easy. I have everything put in place already. All right, now I'm bored. All right, let's mix everything up and I'll blindfold myself. We'll do it that way.
That's true. That makes sense.
But it's such an art, man. Cooking is such an art, and just the aromas alone and the color. I was talking with the owner of the restaurant today, and she's like, everybody sees with their eyes. It's a visual thing. You have your red peppers, your green cabbage or whatever, your red meat, yellow onions, The color of the rainbow in food. People see with their eyes. They eat with their eyes. Yeah.
Yes, that's true. When you are eating, you do see with your eyes. If the plate presentation is not there, then everything else is thrown off.
Right. Yeah, I was a Garmage chef out in Princeton, New Jersey when I was younger, in my young 20s. Just before I started comedy. I started comedy when I was about 23, 24. I was working for Merill Lynch. It was a company called Harrison that was employed by them. And we used to do mirror displays where everything had to look identical. All the, stuff just shingled all over them, beautiful backgrounds looking like Hawaiian scenes or beach scenes, whatever, outer space, whatever. And everything has to look just right. But it's such a beautiful art form. I loved it. I cooked for Bill Clinton. He had my chicken salad. The President of the United States ate my chicken salad. Yep, it was during his second campaign.
Damn.
Yep, that was, yeah. from what I heard, it was a hit. So
that's an experience of a lifetime.
Oh, I know. I've also cooked for Michael Keaton, who played Batman, Margot Kidder, who was in the original Superman movies. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, amazing. I cooked a steak for Michael Keaton. Yeah. And having Michael Simon judge my food was just unreal. That was cool. That was pretty cool because I like him on it. I'm not a big Chew show fan. It was a cool show, but I liked him on it because just his personality, and he came up with some good stuff. Actually, I make his sausage dish. I have one of his cookbooks, and it's kielbasa with coriander, onions, and beer. An pale ale beer. It's so good. And apples. Some green apples, Granny Smith's. Yeah. So good.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. So, cooking butter and olive oil.
Amazing. Before we close the show, what do you have to say to the world positively?
Let's be there for each other. You know, these times are tough. You know, everything's just being expensive, and the government. You know, I'm not going to go into all that. You know, be kind to one another. You know, and it just takes opening a door for somebody or saying thank you. You know, be kind to one another. There's just so much nonsense going on in the world that we need to unite. You know, and be one. Be as one.
That's good.
That's what I want to tell the world. Yeah, we are one. You know what I mean? We all bleed blood, right. Same color.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Now, Jeremy, you know you can come to this show anytime you want, okay?
Hey, I appreciate you. I would love to do like a live thing maybe when I'm doing, because I'm trying to get in the Wise Guys right now, comedy club out here. So I'm playing a politics game. Yeah, that's the hard part. But I do know the booking person, so all I have to do is just get a nice video and send it to her. She'll book me, I'm sure.
That's understandable. So, but we can set that up. But we're going to close. But it says dignity has always gotten us through. It's a choice, and it's not always the easy one. But the people I respected the most in life made it again and again every single day. That's Madam Michelle Obama. You be blessed.
Join me as your host, Rodrick Swift, and boy, do I have the Swift sauce for you. Musicians Matters Podcast, live right here, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday on all digital platforms on Positive Power 21 Christian Media LLC. Let's go!
You're listening to Jerusalem Worldwide Podcast.